This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Completes this one to Thornton. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Back to the running game with Swift.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Swift. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Benson. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
7 Pirates!
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it. 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of it. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Benson, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Here's Thomas. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. They'll run on first down. Benson, nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Thomas, caught on the right side by Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his man, Thornton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Devontae Wyatt
In there to bury him for a loss of 11.
But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he gets this to Thornton.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hurts. Out route complete to Dulcich. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings are back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Benson, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The Packers had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Second and 5 now. Thomas.
That's complete to Dobbs.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st down, Thomas. And that is incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Benson, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man. It's Thornton.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And now at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now back to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Thomas now on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Another try after the first down sack. Thomas got a man. That's Lazard. 30. 10, 5, and it's a Packers touchdown. Alan Lazard, 84 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive.
And now the rookie's free. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 75 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The point after is good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? Touchdown! Aaron Jones. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have moved out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to kick it away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
On the stick.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play.
On the jump.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And they'll indeed take a knee. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
And they will take a knee here. The Vikings send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Let's go now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they will take a knee here. Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And they take a knee. Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. If I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Tackle there by Lewis Seen.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 5 now. Thomas. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps him advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues. Thomas to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Hurts. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First target, first catch, and a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on. Hey, smash Broncos.
Here's Swift. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and goal. Hurts fumbles it, and the Packers pick it up. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30, past the 20. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Ready, set.
They go play action with Hurts. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And He won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the 27, Thomas. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle.
Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Romeo Doubs,
73 yards.
and the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come back in! Come back in!
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Downfield and caught by Thornton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Drop 50! Drop 50!
To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts, complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Back to throw again.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And that's on big Mekhi Becton, 1st-round pick in 2020.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He sets to fire deep. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown.
Tyquan Thornton.
49 yards.
And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays. but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
That good for 19 and a first down. Up the middle they go. It's Benson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Benson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. That's caught by Thornton. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back to throw. That's going to be caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
On second down, it's Jones. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This from long, very long range. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to hang on